Action.
What's going on, Becca?
I'm just gonna make some dinner. I'm so hungry right now.
Yep, that's fine. But while you're doing that, we've actually set up a bit of a cooking circle here for a few reasons. Would you like me to explain why we've done this?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, do you want to bring the trangia over here and pop it in the middle of the circle? So this is our cooking circle. This is where all the flame goes. And we set this up and explain that there's no feet to go in the circle. And when we're sitting around it, we don't actually sit on our bums. We keep our feet on the ground, so if something does happen, we can move away.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Do you want to set up the trangia for us?
Okay, so we got the pterodactyl.
Very nice.
Yep.
What are these for?
To pick up hot things.
Okay.
And then we have the fuel
Yep.
canister. We got our different sized pots. And we got the top part and then the bottom part.
Nice.
So should I just throw this like back here or something?
That brings us on to our next point. With our fire circle here, we also keep our fuel well away from it, about 10 metres, usually by a tree or something. We call that the fueling station. A couple of different things you can do with this just so they don't get lost. One, you can get people to just put it around their necks or around their arms, like such, so it won't get lost. Or you can just wrap it around a fuel bottle.
Oh, cool.
Make sense?
Yep. Alright, so
Nice,
what's
so I'll
next?
hang on to that.
Yep.
Alright, now we can set up our trangia.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and explain that and put it together?
Okay, so this is the base, and it has the 3 little lips there. And then this is the top part, and it's got the little grooves.
Very nice.
So you just hook them together and just do a quarter turn or so it locks.
Sure.
Sweet.
One thing I might get you to do while you're doing a briefing as well is to use these, just to demonstrate to the students that everything is hot, so you can be picking things up with them already, even the base. Make sense?
Okay, so then the fuel. So we go and fuel that.
Yep, so
And
we
then
walk
bring it
over to
back.
the tree, which we can show later, and fill it up.
Okay, and then that just goes in the center like that.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay. Then what?
So then once that's lit, we've got a few different configurations which we can use the trangia.
Okay.
So we've got the pots and the fry pan, and these things here help us use those two things.
The fry pan.
So with these little pins up, we're using our fry pan. Or with the pins down, we can use one of our pots.
Sweet.
Our fry pan then turns into a bit of a lid. And we put it kind of upside down, that way when you take off the lid, and put it down on the ground, it's likely to go that way up. So we're not getting any dirt in here, that's going to then fall into our food. We've got the lid on and the trangia is burning and it's going. What's something we can do to let everyone know that this is on?
That?
Nice.
Sweet.
Cool. So that's on and that's cooking away, and we've told everyone with our cooking circle here that if they're going to be around cooking, they're squatting with their legs on the ground. If they're standing up, they're well away from the cooking circle,
Okay.
and not to step over the cooking circle so things don't get kicked and we don't get hot water and all that.
What about shoes?
Nice. Again, around camp it's always closed shoes, and especially around cooking.
Cool.
Now we can move on to our pots and pans.
So what was this thing called again?
You got a few things there. The base is called a spaceship, and then we've got our big pot on top of it.
Okay.
Might just move this away for now so we can explain that one. So there's our spaceship. Do you have any idea what that is?
No, I don't.
This is a windshield. So depending on which way the wind's coming from, you can wrap this around the spaceship, and it stops the wind and also reflects a little bit of heat back in there.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So now we have 2 of these fuel
Yep.
canisters, alright. And then the pot.
nice. And also that big wok over there goes
yeah.
with this spaceship. So
Yep, the wok.
there's 2 different ways the spaceship can sit, that way or that way.
Okay.
And our burners sit in these 2 big holes. Nice. So this way up, our pot fits on perfectly.
Okay.
Or if you hook the pot off,
And then you turn it around.
Exactly. And the wok fits on perfectly.
Sweet.
Nice. So inside our cooking circle we could have 2 trangiers and a wok or a big pot going at once. Nice.
So we're ready to cook dinner now?
I think we're ready to cook dinner.
I'm hungry.
Very good. Station where all our fuel bottles are kept, and we've brought it well away from our cooking area. I've lost what I was talking about.
And cut! Go.
Alright, so now we're over here by our fueling station, and which is about 10 metres away from our cooking circle, and we've brought our burner over here to fuel up. So chuck it down on the ground first. Alright, now how are we going to open this?
You're going to screw, twist the red knob up, and then you push and pull. Now, how far should I fill it up?
Not quite to the top, but take it off now. You'll notice that once you fuel it up a little bit, the fuel will sink down. That's just because the fuel's going into the chambers here. It depends on how much we're going to cook though. You kind of want to have just the right amount so you're not leftover fuel in there at the end of the day. Another quick thing, you notice Becca pushed the button down before she tipped it up. If you tip the button up, tip the bottle over and then push it, fuel's likely to come out here too. So you just want to be careful of that. Make sense? And we're screwing the lid back on. Picking up our burner and taking it over to our cooking area, leaving our fuel here.
Cool.
Alrighty, so we're just going to go over the lighting of the stove. We've brought our burner here and put it into the little circle, and Becca's going to light it up with the lighter here. So as you can see, it doesn't turn into a massive flame as soon as the lighter touches the burner, but it is invisible flame at the moment. Later on it'll turn a little bit more orange, but for now, just to check that it's on, Becca was doing it then, just checking for a bit of heat. After a while you can see it burn. Now that we've finished cooking and we want to put out the flame, we can use the snuffer, the simmer ring. Make sure it's closed. So there's a few different settings, you can use it for simmering as well. We'll close it up and pop it on top. Try not to throw it from a great height, just so you can miss, just in nice and gently.